What's up, YouTube? WePostE here, and today it's Victor bringing you guys standard battle number 20, 1/5 of the way to 100. That'll happen in 5 years. So the reason this battle is coming out, even though Pokemon X is not done yet, as of recording this battle, we finished the 4th gym recently. It's because this is the team you're looking at now, and yes, it's on the right side, is probably going to be the final iteration, probably going to be the team that I'm going to use in my DS. Now, because Pokebank is going to be done in December 27th, probably I'll have multiple teams, but it's probably going to be my main one unless I somehow go on a massive losing streak. Another reason is I want you guys to try to maybe see some holes you can see in this team. There's some room for improvement because there is still a ton of room for improvement. For example, 2 water types, but let me tell you, Slowbro and Vaporeon work really well together. I just think water is the best defensive typing there is. Pinsir has been kind of an annoyance because of the fact that this team kind of has trouble handling flying types. And the fact that Slowbro's weak to bug does not help at all either. So Pinsir is one of those things that Mega Pinsir, of course, is one of those Pokemon that I've just been like, Heracross hasn't been that bad for some reason, despite the fact that Heracross is supposed to be better than Mega Pinsir. Other than that, I haven't seen too many big jarring issues in this team. So let me just show you this battle. Maybe you guys can help me with this and point out something you would like to see done differently. So let's get on with the battle, shall we? I'm going to lead off with Mamoswine because I saw the Espeon was there. He's going to try to bounce back rocks. So I figure, hey, I'm going to make him think that I'm going to set up the Stealth Rocks. I'm going to go for Icicle Crash to do massive damage. It still does over half to the Espeon, which I'm really happy about. He has 2 Eeveelutions. I have 1. So this is the battle of the Eeveelutions. He's going to bring in Scizor, probably defensive one, not sure. He's going to go for U-turn this turn because he's got Reflect. He can take stuff really well. And he's going to go into Talonflame before I set up the Stealth Rocks or going to Espeon, I don't know. But he's going to go into Talonflame. It's going to scare me out. I'm going to go Slowbro because Slowbro is this really great counter to Talonflame. And he just goes for the Will-O-Wisp, which probably didn't matter because I would have switched out, and I do have Heal Bell on the Chansey. So yeah, going to go for Scald. It does a third to the Jolteon. Hoping for the burn, you don't get it, whatever. I figured he would go for a Volt Switch or something, so I go to Mamoswine, but he goes for Shadow Ball, which is actually the better play. And I'm going to go for Stone Edge because he thought just in case he would stay in, and Stone Edge would have done neutral damage to Scizor anyway. Here I thought he would actually go for the U-turn, which is one for Stone Edge again, so that he would have nothing to take a Stone Edge on the way back in, but he just went straight for the break, and Mamoswine is down for the count. Now here, I'm going to go Stealth Rocks and completely forget that he still has that annoying Espeon. I hate those magic bouncing Pokemon, but I have to go for Rapid Spin now because I don't want rocks on my field, because rocks are so important. They just whittle down your team so much. You think 12% is not that bad, but oh my goodness, so annoying. I'm going to go into Vaporeon this turn. He has to switch out. I'm going to Jolteon. I'm going to go for a Scald, I believe. Yes, I do. Not setting up the Wish just yet. And this turn, I set up the Wish this turn because I want to see how much a Thunderbolt's going to do to me. And it actually does a good chunk, 2/3. I'm going to protect to get back that HP all the way back up there. And now I'm back to full health, and that's good. I also got some Life Orb damage on him. He has a couple of Life Orb guys, which is... I wouldn't put Life Orb on too many Pokemon. I almost never use Life Orb because I don't like the fact that it just seems like your HP just keeps going down and down and down. Okay, so I'm going to go for a Seismic Toss this turn to bring in this Espeon. And here even though the Gengar switch was obvious, I really didn't want to pull the trigger just in case he went for a move that I would have been screwed otherwise, because I also knew that I had Vaporeon for the Gengar, because Gengar is not really that big of a threat. Even Mega Gengar is not that big of a threat to me because of Vaporeon. So that's why I didn't feel pulling trigger. Also, but Gengar really counters Chansey, and that Chansey has no moves to touch it. So that's probably one of the bad things about the Chansey being there. Even if I had Toxic on Chansey, it wouldn't really matter. I'm going to go for a Protect here just because I want to play it safe. I can't lose Vaporeon this early on, though 20 turns doesn't seem to be too early on. But I just can't afford to lose it at this point. I'm going to go for Scald just to take out the Espeon because I don't want it setting up screens anymore. I want it out of the way, though. To be honest, probably would have made better use of that turn by going to something else, trying to be more productive. I don't know. I'm leaving with 66% health, and that's kind of bad because the Shadow Balls or Sludge Bombs are doing 35%. So I'm going to have to keep that in mind, and Gengar is probably going to be a pretty big threat at the moment. His Earthquakes actually do 45%, which I was just mind blown. Like, whoa. But then again, Mamoswine is a beast. That's why I have it on my team. Now, I do realize I have 2 physical attackers on my team and no special attackers, but so far I've been able to handle physical walls just by stalling them out and going for the Scalds and stuff. So if it was a steal, otherwise I can just stall out with Toxic. I'm going to go for a Slack Off here as he goes into Gengar. And this turn, I believe I'm going to sack my Fortress because I want to bring in Hawlucha safely just so I can get some damage on there. And I really don't want or I can bring Vaporeon safely, just get HP back up because Vaporeon cannot take 2 Shadow Balls. That is definite at this point. He goes for the Focus Splash, which I just found really strange. And I went for the Stealth Rocks just because, just in some miracle, he does decide to do something. But I actually get my Stealth Rocks up this game, which is really nice because they're really beneficial, as you'll see later on. And he goes for Focus Blast twice, which means that it wasn't a misclick the first time around. So I really have no idea why, because he got the special defense drop with Shadow Ball after that as well. So I don't know why he just didn't go for that twice. But now I got my Stealth Rocks up. Fortress did some work. I can go for the Protect and the Wish combo, just still playing it safe. He's going to take advantage of that full annoy, going for the Protect. I'm going to go Hawlucha because it quad resist that U-turn, because I know the U-turn is coming. I actually don't have much to take it other than Chansey and Hawlucha. And that was kind of ballsy, just in case he went for move. Hawlucha was my only sleeper left, and his team doesn't look like he wants to play around. I'm going to go for he's going for Sword Stance. I go into Slower, don't really mind it. And he has 3 Pokemon with Life Orb. The Talonflame, Gengar, and I think it's the Mamoswine. I'm not sure. I take it all right, 75%. I mean, it's not luckily I have a Regenerator to help me with that, but yeah, that was kind of iffy. Here I have no choice. I have to go into Vaporeon, take the Sludge Bomb, and here I'm gonna have to switch out, go into Chansey because he's the only other Pokemon I have to take the Sludge Bomb, and get some nice Life Orb damage on him. It's whittling him down, and that's always bad news for him. So here I go for a Heal Bell. It's actually pressing Soft Boil, but it ends up working in my favor because he's going to switch out into Mamoswine. And I just stay and go for Soft Boil, just because I want to see how much the Icicle Crash is going to do to me. And it actually does a lot of damage as well. I was thinking about sacking my Chansey and just going for the counter, but I decided the best course action would be to just go for the Slowbro. And he actually went for Earthquake, which means I might have actually lost Chansey if I didn't do that. I'm going to bring Hawlucha in because he's going for Earthquake. I thought I would be able to take an Ice Shard, but Hawlucha just didn't that great defensively, so that was kind of a bad judgment call on my part. I'm going to go in Slowbro again because Regenerator now, and I can just go for the Recover, I believe, or Slack Off, Recover, Softball. What's the difference? Why don't they just make everyone learn Recover? Okay, he's going to go into Jolteon here, predicting me to recover again. And this turn, I predicted him to predict that. So mind games going on. I go for a Skull. Jolteon is out of the way. And Gengar is almost out of the way. I'm going to go into my Vaporeon this turn just to sack it. Because now, with the Life Orb damage on there, it's pretty much good game because Slowbro walls both Scizor and the Mamoswine, because here he goes for Pursue, thinking to switch out, but I had no reason to switch out. I'm going to go for Scald because his U-turn does 75% damage, which is great. So I would have went for Scald, taking him out either one of them. And then if he did go for U-turn, I only have 25% left. I would have just let the Mamoswine kill me, and then I could have gone into Chansey and gone for a Seismic Toss, and it all would have been fine and dandy, or a counter, because I had more than 50% of my health left, which is great. So that was a good game, Eddie Cabapa, some Spanish names. Good game, Eddie. And if you guys have any suggestions, that would be really welcome, because I would love to see some holes in this team pointed out to me. Yeah, so thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.